2010 actually, where I share some story. I have started my journey in 2010. At the last of 2010, I have opened my account in Odesk. Before that, I actually started programming, not that programming, in working in computer and spending so much time on computer by saying that one of my cousin who was he was in Kuwait in the computer science department. He always spent his time in computer and doing something all the time. So I have just passed my HSC at that time. So I found that very much interesting, and I told him that what do you do all the time in computer? And whatever I saw that the black screen and in the common mode, CMD mode, he always did that. So that was the interest, and I just after my HSC, I was told by him that don't do this. Better you go for the HTML, CSS or web-based programming, because that is the future of that time. That was the upcoming trend, and also not upcoming. All the updated programmer was involved in a web-based coding. So that was my starting. Then I just started 2 or 3 months of programming. I did it completely by myself, and with the help of my cousin, he gave me some books. And that was the beginning. At 2010, last of 2010, I opened my Odesk account in the Odesk. And in 1 year, I didn't get any job. I just made my account in then do it 100% completeness. I gave the Odesk readiness test and other tests, but I did not do some good score there. Then at the mid of 2011, I got my first job in Odesk, and that was completely by Flash, a website by Flash. Not completely. One of the part was by Flash, and another was HTML and CSS. So that was a $150 project, $60 for Flash, and the rest of $9 was for HTML and CSS. But on that time, I didn't know anything about Flash, and also know the basics of HTML and CSS. And unfortunately, on that time, my cousin also went abroad for higher studies. So I am just at a loss. So what should I do? Then I started exploring Google all day, and I have just figured out to complete that HTML CSS part. And I did that well, not so perfectly, but somehow I managed the buyer of clients. Then in the Flash part, again I installed the Flash player, and by Google search I found something that we can change some of the Flash codes inside the what was that? FX, yes. So I found a pre-made Flash program that was almost similar with the output that was needed by the client. So customizing. So I installed it, I explored it, and I changed the codes inside and changed the company name, and that's how I figured out the Flash part. So I have completed the project, and that was my first project.
$150.
$150, and that was my first earning. I was so happy. I told my mother that yes, I have earned online, and now I believe that it's possible to earn online. That's on 2011. Then afterwards, I started coding more and more. After spending 6 months, I have generated a very good skill in web development, and then I started taking projects. 2012 was doing so good. I completed at least 10 or 12 projects over there. But everybody knows about Odesk or outsourcing marketplace as a good experience. But I can say that I have good and bad both experience. How? First of all, I have completed wonderful projects, earned so many dollars. That's true. But in one of my first experience was I own a project that was $6 per hour. That was not in IT sector. That was actually to post a blog site in different comment section. That was like SEO kind of work. Yeah. So that was 30 hours I need to work per week, and $6. So $180 per week I can earn. So I was doing it for almost 6 months. And in the meantime, parallelly, I was getting other works also. So what I do, I hired one of my friends, and I was telling him that continue this blog posting work.